What's going on, everyone? So today I have some older Star Wars Hot Wheels vehicles to open with you all today. And we have Boba Fett Slave One, and we have the Rebel Alliance Y-Wing Fighter Gold Leader. So I've just really been into buying these Hot Wheels vehicles because the detail on them are just so good that I just cannot help myself but buy all of them every time I see a new one. So let me go ahead and show you the back of Slave One over here, which shows you some of the other ones that you can get. Now I have opened a lot of these before, like the Millennium Falcon I've opened, the Rebel Snowspeeder I've opened, and I've also opened Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. And then go over here and I'll show you the back of the Y-Wing as well, which kind of shows all the same ones. It has Slave One right here, Millennium Falcon, which is the original Millennium Falcon, because you can tell by the radar dish, because it has a circle dish instead of the rectangle dish, like in the Force Awakens. And then the Snowspeeder and the Ghost. So let me go ahead and get these open, and we will continue this review. Alright, so we got them open, and I guess I will start over here with Slave One, just because it, if you put it up like this, it's harder to see. So we'll start with this, and I do have them on the flight navigators, of course, because I use them as stands, but you can put them on your finger and then fly them around as if you're having a starfighter battle, which I thought was really cool. I would have loved that as a kid. I mean, I love it now, so it doesn't really matter, but you know what I mean. So obviously, I love the detailing here on Boba Fett's Slave One. The first time you do see the ship is in Empire Strikes Back. So if you haven't seen Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Episode 5, you should definitely go watch it. It's actually probably my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. I used to really like Return of the Jedi, but then as I got older, I realized how awesome Empire Strikes Back was. So it's now my favorite Star Wars movie. So we'll go into details, and this is I used to know so much about Star Wars back in the day. Like when I was a kid, I can literally just tell you anything, and then I kind of fell out of it a little bit once the 1, 2, and 3 came out, and now I'm starting to get back into it again. But I guess this is more like a Mandalorian style type of ship, because I noticed Jango Fett used to have it, and I've also seen other ships kind of like it in not Star Wars Rebels, but maybe Clone Wars. But here's the front of it, and here are the blasters down here in the cockpit. And the one thing that's a little bit different about Slave One compared to a lot of other Star Wars ships is the way it's set up. It has the thrusters and stuff in the back, but it has a long body instead of having how the Y-Wing has a cockpit in the front and it has that long central body like that. This actually is a little bit different because it's longer up here instead of this. So I'll do a side profile of Slave One. And then a back view, which has the thrusters and whatnot on the back, because here are the thrusters right here, but they're not really detailed because they had to put the peg here for the flight navigator. And then here's the side view. And then down here is where this is how he gets in the ship. He has a little door that comes down, and that's how they get into the ship is right here. So here's the ramp. So I like how they kind of gave it that detail, which I don't know if they made it look like that so it looks like it's open. Not quite sure. I don't think so. I think it's just closed. I think maybe it's just how it looks normally. I don't know. Now I have to go back and look at a picture. So here we have it. Boba Fett Slave One. And then over here we have the Rebel Alliance Y-Wing Gold Leader. Now, I think Gold Leader, I'm assuming this is the one from A New Hope, which I'm pretty sure. In case, a little thing about Y-Wings, in case you didn't know, Y-Wings are more they're a little bit slower, but they're more like the bomber type starships of the Rebel Alliance. So here you have, whoa, Slave One's going all everywhere. Okay, so you have the cockpit over here, and then you have the blasters are right here. And then right here is actually where the droid would be. So I don't know if you can see that, where it would look like be a little droid. Obviously they don't have it colored. But I love the paint that they have. It has that gold paint that represents it being Gold Leader. It has a little bit here too. And then right here where the engines would be, here's the engine, and then these are actually covered by a hard plastic, and it was kind of sticky, and when I opened it, so it freaked me out because I put my finger on it and I was like, ugh. It's sticky and slimy at the same time. It was weird. Maybe just because I have it in the box for so long, and I live in Florida, so there was humidity at the time. But then you can see all the electrical and the engine work up here on the Y-Wing. And then here's a side profile. a front top view profile and another side view. And here is the view of it from the back. Now these would be where the engine, the engine start here, and it blows the star surge out here, but they don't have it colored in, so oh well. And then here's a bottom view of it. So like I said, I'm just really impressed with the quality of these Hot Wheels vehicles that have been coming out for the Star Wars line. So great job on that, Hot Wheels. So make sure to subscribe, comment below, let me know what you guys think, and watch all the other videos, and I will talk to you all later.